Hi, this is Mitch King with Trade Stocks America with the Friday morning, March 5th, 2010 daily stock report. Here's the Dow 30 after Thursday's close, up slightly, up 0.5% or 47 points on the Dow. So it's steadily making a trend upward. And the Nasdaq Composite is getting very close to that January 19th high, established right in here. So real bullish for the tech stocks. And here's the S&P 500, steadily moving up. And here's an interesting note that the Russell 2000 exceeded yesterday and today the high established in January 19th. So the small caps is what makes up of the Russell 2000 primarily, and that's been stronger. So this is on a bull run here. Let's take a wider look at this. Here's the last 15 months, and right now we are just starting to exceed that, and it looks like, and if you want to follow that trend line, it would look like something like this as it stays in this channel. So this is looking pretty good. Cover a handful of stocks. Here's the Nuva short. Definitely not a correcting bull short that looks good, so that should be closed. We've talked about that the last couple of days. Here's Google starting to climb up nicely the last 5 days, so the trend line that was established before is now kind of resuming here. Toyota Motors down 2% today, still on a good hold for a longer term, and we're looking for those low 80s, and it could be several weeks. Monsanto up 1.2%, so we've got 4 days in a row that are looking good. Here's AEA, Advanced America. Watch this closely. Don't let this go against you too far past that 640, 650 number. Looking for this to come back down under 6, but it's really kind of a weak idea. The market's turning really bullish, so these smaller, lower price stocks are starting to get a lot of support and moving up. So consider covering that short. Here's ASMI, semiconductor sector. Consider closing this as on a short-term basis. We're getting a little bit of a pullback here. We're getting a little bit of a consolidation. So the short-term guys could consider selling that. As well as RBA, Ritchie Brothers, peaked out to 22.47 today, was real strong. You can see that here in the above the yellow arrow, and closed at 21.57. So there's a pretty big pullback, and that's a sign that this is pretty much exhausted going up. So let's take a look at an intraday chart on that. And here's the intraday chart on this. Gapped up real nicely, up as high as that 22.40 and just went straight down to that $21 number. And that's your cue that this is going to be a problem as far as holding up the price levels. That's the sign of it breaking down or starting to turn over. And we use this type of chart pattern on an intraday basis to fill a short position, trying to find a short entry point. Especially for those bull shorts, this is the kind of chart pattern we look for. Gap up, drop down, and then rebound. You know, that's the area right in here you want to be looking at. So for you guys who are long this stock, this is going to be a problem. So consider selling that Friday. Here's ATK, short-term sell, longer-term hold. Could get into the mid to upper 80s on this one. May take some time. Here's that new trade idea on yesterday's report is PANL, Universal Display. Nice uptrend. Now let's talk about TIVO, T-I-V-O. Stock is up 62%, and normally that gets our attention for a bull short. But the news on this stock is that they got a favorable court ruling today, which supports a lower court ruling of a $300 million judgment against Dish Network for patent infringement. So this one has got some more upside to it. I wouldn't be jumping in on this one to short it for a bull short at this point. It looks like to me we're heading up. It could even be worth a long position, but I wouldn't do it on a Friday and then face Monday morning and someone else's article comes out over the weekend that it's not worth the price and you're in trouble on it. So I'd really keep it as an intraday trade and scalp that long and short using your indicators. So you guys know the routine. You take care, don't get leverage, put the odds in your favor. We'll talk to you Sunday night.